It looks like an alien.
It looks like plankton from SpongeBob.
No, but this thing, no, it doesn't, because this thing is like 6 feet long.
Patties.
No, it's 6 feet long, and you like that's just floating around out in the ocean. Like, nope, pass. I'm not going in there.
Hey, welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name's Megan.
I am Deborah.
And I am Lance. Indeed.
Indeed.
You remember Megan said something about, and we started using Indeed, all the time.
Yeah, because I was reading a book.
And you were saying nobody says Indeed.
Well,
and so
it was a young
adult.
It was a young adult book, and I'm like, what 16-year-old says Indeed that much? Like, it was an annoying amount of times that they said it over and over, and I'm like, okay, you need to chill with the Indeeds. That's ridiculous.
Past 50, and I do say Indeed quite a lot, if not in person, like in text. Whenever somebody is texting me something that I agree with, I'll be like, Indeed.
Who's the one that wrote "Holy crap" over and over again in what? The Twilight series or the 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey, yeah.
The heroine
It said
says
"Holy crap" over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was like. It was distracting how much the character was saying Indeed. And I'm like, I don't know that I ever said that as a 15 or 16-year-old.
I think that's why it's important for authors to either read their book aloud or have someone else read their book, because I think that they tend to say things repeatedly without realizing they're saying things repeatedly.
It was just, it weirded me out. I'm like, no, I don't think there's a teenager that I know.
Indeed.
That would say that. But you're not a teen.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But everybody has
Maybe it's
their
a 50-year-old
mannerisms.
thing.
And anybody who's written anything of any length, you can go back over and say, I say the word actually a lot.
Actually.
You say even so, or even, yeah, you do that a lot.
I tend to say a lot.
I used
It's a very bad habit.
used to say mayhaps or perchance a lot. I don't do that anymore.
It's true. I haven't heard you say that for a long time.
I just did. I broke the streak.
Uh-oh.
The New Year's resolution.
Now the days without accident count has to start over.
So mayhaps you will start saying it again.
Yeah.
Probably.
So just a plug for our tremendous sound production. He's our producer.
He is our
remote
producer.
producer. Mm-hmm. And so
We have a
this
sound
episode
producer.
is, and for those of you who've been with us from the beginning, not Steve, not even a little bit Steve.
Ron. It's Ron.
Cosmic
Ron.
That was in unison, and we didn't
plan it.
No. But this episode is supposed to be just us relaxing with no real script. Not that the script makes any difference.
Do we ever have a script?
We have a rough
outline, general plan.
It's very rough.
We have. It's like we had a.
We know we're going to talk about books.
Yeah, it's like we had a bad dream about an outline at some point. And
my bad dreams are much worse than our podcast, so I'm going to have to disagree with that. Let's do a good dream podcast. Can we do a good dream?
I don't remember my dreams, so I don't know.
I'm just thinking of
I'll just
strong
be
bad
quiet then.
emails for any of you.
What's that got to do with dreams?
A pop-up book of my dreams.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like my good dreams are usually involve flying or eating cheese.
Or both at the same time?
I don't think I have ever been eating cheese whilst flying, but
that
maybe
would be
I'll
the
dream that
ultimate
tonight.
dream,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe I'll dream that tonight. We'll have to see. I actually had a bad dream last night, and I totally blame it on the book I've been listening to that we talked about last time, The Seven Daughters of Dupree, because the history of Black Americans in the South is nightmarish. And It's a rather rapey book. And yeah, I had bad dreams last night, and I totally attribute that to listening to that book.
Yeah, those are hard to read, for sure.
I understand that they're wanting to make it come home to us, like the level of horror and the atrocities that were committed. But I don't know. I was sleepless last night, partly because of bad dreams from listening to that book. Yeah. So just full warning to anyone who heard me talking about it last week. It does have some graphic descriptions of atrocities. Yeah. But yeah, good dreams about flying in cheese. That sounds much better.
Yeah, this is suddenly not a feel-good podcast anymore. It's like, let's talk a little bit about atrocities. So,
not every book is like supposed to be like, it's supposed to make you think about things, and maybe those things aren't necessarily warm, fuzzy, cozy, snuggly things.
Yes.
So I feel like those kinds of books are important, but yeah, they can be hard to get through. And sometimes you might need to take a break and be like, I need to read something light and fluffy and cute.
Exactly.
And not so heavy.
Yeah. I might look through my list of other books to be read and choose something else and take a break for a moment because it's getting intense. For instance, maybe I'll read a book about under the sea type of things.
You're trying to like move us on to this segue. So Cosmic Ron, going back to Cosmic Ron, said, that this was for us to like just talk to you all and like talk about us, which that just feels weird kind of about like what we've been doing, what we've been going through at the store, etc. And I told Debbie that I'm playing a video game, Subnautica. Kai from the bookstore recommended it, and it's terrible.
Terrible?
She's mean.
You mean it's a difficult game?
I think he's saying that it's addictive and he loves it. And
I was going to say, for it being a terrible game, you seem to be playing it an awful lot.
Yeah, that's why it's a terrible game. Because you're like just swimming around underwater and seeing
So it's a great game. It's just terrible for your productivity.
Yeah. Does it have sharks? Is that why Kai recommended it? Because if you have not already gathered that from what we said in previous podcasts, Kai loves sharks.
Yeah.
She had a cool new backpack type purse today that was a shark, and she showed it to me very excitedly.
And also pointed out to everyone that whale sharks don't eat people.
They don't? What do they eat?
I'm sad I didn't get to see the whale shark purse, man.
It's really cute. I'm sure she'll wear it again another day.
I'm reasonably sure whale sharks eat like plankton. They're a filter feeder.
Lots of sharks eat plankton. Like all the baleen whales, they only eat like plankton.
Yeah, but whales aren't sharks for the most part.
Right.
But a whale shark is a shark? Or a whale?
Yes, whales. Okay.
I'm confused.
Whales are mammals, and their tails go up and down like this. Sharks are fish, and their tails go side to side.
Right.
So a whale shark would be a shark. Anyway, what do whale sharks eat?
Largest fish, harmless toward, feeds on plankton and small organisms.
Yay.
Yay
for a shark that won't eat me.
Anyway, back to Subnautica.
Anyway, it's a really addictive video game where you're on an alien world, and so there aren't any, they're all alien fish.
They're not Earth fish.
They're not Earth fish. And
Are they related to Earth fish in any way?
I don't, there's some that, no.
Is there a blanket octopus? Have you seen what those things look like? They're crazy.
No, I don't know.
What about those killer squid things?
The red devils, those are terrifying. But yeah, and so the book that I was going to talk about, because when I was a little boy in Kansas, on the rocky, froth-strewn coast of Kansas, for those of you who don't know geography, if you happen to be in Sweden and don't know that much about the interior of the United States, Kansas is about as far from any large body of water as you can get.
Yeah, isn't the center of the 48 contiguous states in Kansas?
It is.
It is. Yeah, no oceans anywhere.
And not even like a big lake. And most things in Kansas are like silt bottom, so it's all very brown, muddy water. Such that, I did not learn to swim till I was in my teens because there was I grew up on the farm. We didn't go to town that often, and it cost money, and we just didn't swim. Like, that wasn't a thing.
I don't know that I would technically be categorized as able to swim right now. Like, can I keep myself afloat? Yes. Can I get from one end of the pool to the other? Yes. Can I do any of the strokes that Olympic swimmers or even high school swim team swimmers do? Absolutely not. No. So I don't know if you could say that I can swim even now.
I would love to see, like, for an Olympic event, you've got the crawl and you've got the breaststroke and you've got the butterfly. I would like to see, like, the confused flail.
The doggy paddle.
I could do a doggy paddle, yeah.
The 50-meter confused flail.
I used to be able to do all the different strokes. Like, I took swimming lessons and I learned them. But I don't...
you actually took swimming lessons?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, so you could show me how to do a breaststroke.
Yeah.
Or how to do the butterfly.
Yeah, if I remember. But I'm pretty sure I could. It's been a while, but yes,
so
I learned how to do
let's get a membership to the Emporia Rec Center and get going. Megan, you can teach us.
Well,
I will try.
And so Debbie and I did get certified as PADI. Well, we did. PADI was our open water, and we did SCSI for.
Yeah, we did scuba, but that again, they didn't require us to do any certain stroke. We just had to show that we could keep ourselves afloat.
It was the best thing ever.
Get from one end to the other.
Because the wetsuit meant that I could float for the first time in my life.
We didn't just sink straight away.
Right?
Yeah.
And I had to wear a heavy weight belt in order to stay under the water because I float like anything.
But the book I wanted to talk about is one that I read a long time ago, and it's called Shadow Divers by Robert Kurson. Again, it's not really a feel-good read, but there's a U-boat that was sunk off the coast of New Jersey, like not very far from the U.S. at all. And it was a German submarine.
Like during World War II or when?
Yeah, right. During World War II, and somebody found it, and it's lying in deep water, like 300 plus feet down. So
it's still there. It hasn't been brought up.
And so the story is just about how they discovered this U-boat and the number of people who died trying to find a nameplate in it, trying to find what submarine this was.
How did they die?
Well, they were diving with nitrox. They were deep.
Did they go inside?
They went inside the cabin.
And get trapped or something?
Oh, that's horrifying.
So, cave diving absolutely terrifies me. That's a special certification that I have no interest in ever.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of caves.
I don't like caves even on land, let alone underwater. So I'm not going to do cave diving. But yeah.
Well, the whole concept of, I'm a Kansas girl, so the ocean is monster soup to me. Like, nope. I don't want to go diving deep down in that. No, thank you. Like, is it cool? Is it pretty?
The thing
do
is
I like to look at it and learn about it? Sure, but I don't want to do that.
Sharks do not attack divers. Sharks attack surfers. So divers are relatively safe.
Well, I mean, if you saw...
Yeah, but look, I just learned today about, like I mentioned just briefly earlier about the blanket octopus. I just heard about this thing today. I would crap myself if I saw that swimming around. The thing is 6 feet long. That looks like an alien.
I mean, octopuses are scary.
That's creepy as heck.
Very popular.
That's an alien.
What's that very popular general fiction book that is it incredibly bright? Remarkably bright creatures. And that is a work of fiction, but octopuses are very intelligent.
There's the Mountain in the Sea that's a near future horror that is about basically octopi taking not a very huge evolutionary leap because they're already very intelligent. And basically they finished the fight that humanity picked with the ocean.
Okay.
So
that looks like an alien. Look, okay, you guys listening, look up a blanket octopus. The female blanket octopus looks crazy. It looks like an alien.
It looks like plankton from SpongeBob.
No, but this thing, it doesn't because this thing is like 6 feet long.
Patties.
No, it's 6 feet long, and you like that's just floating around out in the ocean. Like, nope, pass. I'm not going in there.
I still feel like the squid that Sir was talking about earlier, those are the most terrifying thing in the ocean.
Oh, yeah, the giant squids? Yeah,
no. The red devils, the Rojo Diablos.
They swarm and they eat each other.
Also, see, monster soup, man. I don't want to go in that.
But they come out at night, like it's a night thing.
Yeah, and I think, aren't they bioluminescent or something?
Yeah, I don't remember. But
or they feed on something that's but
they're kind of terrifying.
They'll grow to like 300 pounds and they will rip. They have not just...
Yeah, the spiky,
the spiked tentacles, and they'll rip somebody down 300
See,
feet
There
in an
are
instant.
beautiful things in the ocean too.
They are, and that's why I will
And
admire
you
them
don't-
from
you don't- but you
an
don't-
internet video. Or
You don't dive in the place where the
or I'll-
dangerous things
I'll
are.
go to an aquarium and
you
watch it
dive on the coral reef.
from the land because I don't. It's monster soup, man.
You also don't want to try skiing with me. You also
No,
don't
'cause
even
I
want
don't
to
wanna
try
break
ice
my leg.
skating with me.
I don't
So I
know
will
that
break my
you're
leg.
going to
Be a little brave.
able to
Do
ski
something.
ever again, sweetie. Like,
I will do it.
Skiing. I've seen too many people falling down a mountain for that to appeal to me.
Okay, look, my knee is already broken, so skiing is not going to make it worse. Just like I can put on a brace. I will be good.
we could just toboggan.
No, I've been tobogganing. I want to ski. I don't think I've ever water skied either.
You know what you have never done? You have never been on a smashed car hood drawn by a log chain on
Behind
a
a pickup truck?
1370 case tractor through
behind
the
a
snow.
tractor. Okay. I have done a lot of snowmobiling things that were probably inadvisable because, like, I would have been 10 or 11 years old and I would go to my classmates' farms and we would go out on the snowmobile and do all kinds of crazy things that if any of the parents involved had known about, we probably would have been like, what are you doing? But, you know, that's the thing with Gen Xers. We did all kinds of stuff that our parents didn't know and didn't seem to care. And it was all good. We didn't die.
Do you think that's the fault of cell phones? Because it was like back then, it was like there was no way
To keep track of us or know what was
and
going
it
on.
was like
Yeah,
okay,
and I think I'm more of an elder millennial, so I feel like I kind of like. I mean, I had a cell phone in high school, but it literally was just for making phone calls. Like there was no other. It didn't have anything
Like,
fancy. It was the Nokia brick thing.
No Gmail.
It was-
no
no.
internet searches.
No.
No.
Like we didn't
Online
text each other because
shopping.
texting was expensive. Like it was just
no network.
no.
like
It's very different.
I'm glad. I'm grateful that I grew up when I did. That I didn't have the constant.
no social media bullying.
Yeah, there wasn't. I didn't get social media until college because, like, at that time, Facebook, you couldn't get a Facebook without.
Megan, I didn't get email until
I know, but what I'm saying is,
after. Like Lance
it
and
wasn't
I
a
were
constant
married
presence.
before I had an email.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even have email in college.
I mean, yeah,
Okay, but this reminds me of our son saying
I had an email,
to me,
but I never checked it.
when our son was like 11, he said to me, Mom, did you have telephones when you were a kid? And I was like, yes, I am not that old. Like,
Those have been around a while.
telephones have been around for a
Yeah.
while.
But like, social media wasn't like a constant thing. Like, you weren't on it constantly.
Yeah.
Like it was around, but like you didn't spend all your time looking at things online. It was much
I'm trying
less
to
of a
think
presence.
when I first got a Facebook account. I don't even remember. Maybe 2005, 2006.
Oh,
when did,
that
when
was
did
before
Facebook
me.
begin?
okay, I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to
Okay.
press the button. By popular demand, we are very, very excited to announce to you that we, in fact, have a MySpace account.
Oh my gosh. It's useless.
No, it's there.
no talking down on the
It's-
MySpace.
Useless.
No, it's not. We just haven't discovered its possibilities yet. Be hopeful.
I
Be
used to
hopeful.
love MySpace because I had that well before I had Facebook. Like that was,
You're just being jaded because MySpace has moved on
it has,
without you.
and I can't get access to my old MySpace anymore.
I'm just trying to
Doesn't
tell
exist.
you, just because you don't know its uses or benefits at this point doesn't mean they do not exist. Be hopeful. Be
I'm thinking
positive.
it's going in a different direction.
Have a growth
and it's
mindset.
focused on music, which we are not
Hey,
in the music industry. So
I am a
don't
musician.
think it's okay. Then you can post your music to
I
our
can-
MySpace.
I can make up a jingle for our store.
No, we already have one.
We have a theme
Yeah.
song for our podcast.
Oh yeah.
But not for our store itself. Like I could make up a jingle that
the thing
tells
is-
about all the different sections of our store.
Okay, but this isn't the MySpace that I knew and loved. Like, it had a crappy, crazy background that you would have to figure out how to code yourself because you would, like, customize it. You would put whatever song you were into that week. Like, it
You
looks
had to
nothing
code
like...
the song.
No, you had to code like to get the customized background and like to make it.
You had to know.
Did you have to use like asterisks and dashes?
Yeah, you had to know how to code, like do web coding.
Oh, I thought it was like ASCII.
Yes, you did. Like to make it, like that's how you would customize it. You would make the background of the page like a custom image or like a different color. You had to know how to do that.
Okay, but you can still do that. You just upload an image.
You just
a
upload
file.
an image, but that's not. You weren't able to do it. You had to know.
So you're saying
you had to know the internet.
You sound like the person who was like, back in the day, we had the real video games.
That's
we
right.
had the Oregon
That's
Trail.
right. We did. We had to figure out how to code it to make it custom, and now you can just drag and drop.
We played the video games on the Commodore 64.
I'm an elder millennial. I'm grumpy.
Yes. I'm saying be positive. It may have possibilities.
Games. Our favorite game was let's chew the bark off the oak tree. We liked it. We loved it. Like I think I'm like Dana Carvey.
Oh,
like,
indeed. Indeed.
Anyway, so we have a MySpace because Lance was excited about MySpace.
You know, I showed it.
We have like one picture and
okay,
that's it.
Okay, but the picture that's on there like shows a picture of our storefront, and in the window there's reflected some random guy. Random guy, if you look at our MySpace, let us know it's you. But I think what we need to do is we need to take a photo that shows a reflection of us in the window.
No, I think we need to have a photo that shows like a reflection of different cryptids.
We just got a book in the store about cryptids. It's a little
man.
We got a little book in the store. Chupacabra, yeah. Like the little book we got, it's a little board book, and it has the cutest little cryptid creatures. And it's like, it's called Believe in Yourself.
But Megan,
and it's so cute.
We can't take a picture of a cryptid because that would spoil the moment.
Right, it would ruin the moment. But there's pictures in this book, so somebody must have.
Right.
Okay, what town was that in? What town? Was it Kearney?
Oh, Grand Island?
Somewhere in Nebraska.
Somewhere in Nebraska.
There is a Bigfoot museum.
No, I wanted to try to do an ad.
Send people their way.
Yeah.
Go to Nebraska, learn about Bigfoot.
This, in quotation marks, wonderful museum. Yeah, so the tour guide...
I wasn't there, and I'm kind of sad, but also relieved because Debbie and I would have been...
We would have had the giggles.
No, we would have... Yeah,
You
we would have
been
laughed
asked to
straight up
leave.
in this dude's face. And I would have felt guilty.
You can't photograph. He has had encounters with Bigfoot, but he has not taken photographs because their eyes met and they had a connection, and it would have just sullied the moment to photograph it.
I just Googled
sure that's
the
why.
Bigfoot Museum. Okay, first of all, there's kind of a lot of like
There's a lot of them?
There's Florida, there's like it doesn't
Florida makes sense.
Florida totally makes sense.
Lots of people are claiming the title of the National Bigfoot Museum is what you're telling us.
And there's even more than one just even in Nebraska. Like there's the one
crazy.
that gets the
And
first
see,
is
I always
in
associate
Adams
Bigfoot-
County.
I always associate Bigfoot with like
Oh, no,
forest
that's-
areas.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, so they're just two
So
entries
Nebraska
for the
was
one.
surprising.
So, hey, are you at loose ends, wandering aimlessly in Middle America with no clear idea of what to do, and have a passionate desire to learn about our perhaps mystical, perhaps extraterrestrial, perhaps
Interdimensional.
planetary.
You forgot that part of it?
I did.
And
Which
I was
candy
like,
bar?
to me,
Like
that just means Chewbacca.
I cannot remember. Do you remember, Megan, which candy bar the
Was it
tour guide
Twix
said that
or Baby Ruth? Like
that the Bigfoot
But-
was that $100,000?
Snickers. I don't know.
Snickers. If you go to the National Bigfoot Museum,
They can tell you which is Bigfoot's favorite candy bar.
in the museum there is like a display talking about what candies to leave for Bigfoot, which they prefer.
And you'll know that Bigfoot got them, first of all, if they're not there when you come back.
Right.
Like, that is
That's
kind
the
of,
only explanation.
Yeah.
I wasn't a believer until they pointed that out.
Like, you know that he came because the candy bars they leave him are always gone.
And then the surer way you can tell that it is definitely Bigfoot is if he weaves something for you
if he builds arches with sticks and trees, and if he weaves things. Yeah, just go to the museum. Did you find out where it is?
It's in Hastings.
There's too many.
Hastings, that's right. Hastings,
There's too many
Nebraska.
national Bigfoot museums in this country. But you got the word out about the National Bigfoot Museum.
Well, MySpace.
And your MySpace.
National Bigfoot Museum. Maybe Bigfoot should start a MySpace page.
If he doesn't want to be found, yeah.
That's
No
not
one's
even
going to look for him there.
No, MySpace might make a big comeback now. The thing that was kind of...
It says the Nebraska Bigfoot Museum has many exhibits and displays with educational information about the Sasquatch and about Bigfoot researchers themselves.
See, this is why we couldn't have gone there together. We would have laughed at that poor man right in his face.
He was so serious and intense.
Well,
Of course he was.
Biting my tongue going, oh my gosh.
Let's not yuck another person's yum.
It's true.
That's the thing.
Like, cryptids are fun. I don't know that I necessarily believe in them, but...
Well, he thinks that they are interdimensional, and the reason that we can't, track them down is because they are traveling here from a different dimension.
Because Bigfoot is Chewbacca.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, so
It's just a Wookiee that got lost.
It seems like it.
So here's the question. So given the choice between the National Spam Museum in Minnesota...
I love the Spam
or
Museum.
the
Spam,
Bigfoot
spam,
Museum
spam and eggs.
in Hastings, which would you rather go to? The Spam Museum? Which town in Minnesota was that one
that's
in?
a good question. It's
It was
on I-90, somewhere between Chicago and South Dakota. I can't remember.
Boy, we really did some great backwards hat research for this.
No, because that was the point of this episode. We were just talking. No, it's in Minnesota.
I just Googled it, and the first result said Spam Museum, Iowa.
No.
And then it said Austin, Minnesota.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So the deal was for 2 years, we lived in Deerfield, Illinois, and my family lives in South Dakota, and Lance's family lives in Kansas. And so we would go on I-80 across to Kansas, and we would go
truck stop in the
visit
world.
the I-80 truck stop
It's
in
amazing.
Iowa. It's true.
I got one of my favorite T-shirts there.
It's true. You got the Harry Potter, P-A-W-T-E-R.
It's like all the Harry Potter characters as cats.
Cats, yeah. So, yeah, that was our stop when we were going back and forth from Chicago to Kansas. But when we were going back and forth from Chicago to South Dakota, we went on I-94/I-90, and we went several times by the Spam Museum, and we were always in a hurry to get to one place or another. And finally, I was like, can we at some point actually stop and go to the Spam Museum? Because as a child, I grew up eating Spam. Like, my mom had a special meal that she would make. It's basically fried bread dough, which we called dough gobs. We would eat dough gobs and dip them in syrup, and we would eat fried Spam.
And it was homemade syrup. That's important.
Homemade syrup, homemade
simple,
bread.
Simple syrup. It's
just sugar and water, hot. And we would dip the fried bread dough. I would dip my Spam in the syrup too, because I like sweet and savory, whereas Lance and Megan are both like, ugh. But anyway, so I grew up eating Spam as a child. And so as we were driving by repeatedly.
It's the taste of your childhood.
Exactly. Not stopping at the Spam Museum. I was like, at some point, could we actually stop at the Spam Museum? And so we did. And okay, so the original question was,
so they just have Spam there, or what?
No, it's
the
a museum
history
about
of
the
Spam?
history
Okay.
of Spam, and it was actually invented as a food for the military. Like the Hormel Corporation
makes sense.
made it to
It's
feed
in a tin.
the American armies. And then there's other things like culturally, it talks about the cultural references to Spam, like the Monty Python segment.
Spam, and eggs.
Spam, and eggs, yeah. And different Spam products. They have a little museum gift shop where you can get a Spam hat. You can get a Spam puzzle.
Why did you not get a Spam hat, Debbie?
Well, what I got was a Spam puzzle in a Spam can, like a lid.
It looks like a tin, yeah.
And which my mom still has. You can view it if you visit the Harry and Alice Johnson home in South Dakota.
Can you?
I'm sure everyone's going to flock there now to see this spam puzzle,
I mean,
Debbie.
my mom would be happy to have visitors, I'm sure. She's just at home most days with her cats.
But I don't remember. Could we actually buy spam at the spam? I remember being hungry and not being able to buy spam.
I think there was no food because I also remember that
But you go to this whole museum about spam, and then
food.
you cannot get
and we were starving.
anything.
Yeah, I think we left from there and like went to a Denny's or something and all ate and stuffed ourselves. But I had a headache from being so hungry before we actually got done with the museum.
That's like going to the Coke Museum and they're like, nope, sorry.
No Coke.
We
Can't have a sample of Coca-Cola.
We're just going to show you the ingredients and tell you funny stories.
But your original question was whether I would recommend the Bigfoot Museum or the Spam Museum. Okay, so my answer is if you want to actually learn some historical things, go to the Spam Museum. If you want to have a laugh at the poor people.
No, you don't. We're not making fun.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's just a different sort of experience. So it depends on which experience you're looking for.
If you don't want to eat spam, either one will work.
It's true. It's true.
If you're hungry, it's not going to make it. You'll learn which candy bar you might have in common with Bigfoot, and I'm afraid we're not going to be able to spoil that one.
I think the long and the short of it is that you should eat snacks before you go to any museum because generally eating in museums is frowned upon.
True.
Art museums? No snacks.
But there's like M&M museums and,
There's the Coke store where we went and tried Cokes from all over the world, and some of them were disgusting.
They were. I remember the one that tasted like Pine Sol. Yeah. That was awful.
I have photos of us tasting them. Our faces do not look happy.
Especially the Pine Sol one. That was...
All right. So we're getting close to the end. We probably already... We're already making Ron do a lot more work. And cleaning up.
We're just... Because we're rambling and we're not even really talking about books or anything. We're just...
It's a thing.
I bet that in the museum there was a book about the history of spam that you could buy.
You can buy lots of books about Bigfoot.
I know when we went to the Eisenhower Library and Museum, there were lots of books, like biographies of Eisenhower and his wife. So, like most museums, you can buy books.
Yes. So...
My goodness. This is a great episode, guys. We nailed it.
Sorry, Ron. All we can say is sorry, Ron.
The giggles.
And remarkably enough, this is sober. Like I'm drinking.
Speak for yourself.
I have no beverage in front of me whatsoever. This is just
tired,
the full
Debbie.
on me.
I feel like the tiredness plays a part as well.
That could be.
And so you're probably listening on the 12th. So happy early Valentine's Day. If you haven't gotten your Valentine's present by now, probably you should do that.
Yeah, get on that, friend.
Or if you're just...
Fresh flowers are always a good bet.
Unless,
Is it cliche? Yes.
Chocolate?
Is it still great? Yes.
Especially if you go for the dozen roses because they cost like 3 times the normal amount at Valentine's Day. But if you don't want to spend 3 times the normal amount on flowers, you could come to the bookstore and we'd be happy to help you choose a lovely gift that would go on and be enjoyed.
We also have other gifts, like we have some fragrances that are bookish themed. We have candles.
I'm just saying that those
other lovely things.
Those will last longer than the flowers, which even the best roses, like 5 days is kind of tops.
Here's my brief encouragement for you for giving gifts. Whatever your loved one, your Valentine, gives you is probably the thing they value most. So if they're asking you to go do things, probably they value time. If they give you gifts, probably gift giving is their love language. If they love hugs and, then it's probably touch. If it's clean your car, they do things for you, it's probably service. If it's, they're always telling you that you're the greatest, that's probably the way they express love. That's the language they speak. And so whatever they typically do for you is probably a good way for you to show love back to them. So if they tell you you're the greatest all the time, get a blank journal and write on every other page something great about them. Or,
We have some lovely journal.
We do.
In the store.
Or if time is their thing, buy a book and say, we're reading this together every Tuesday night or something.
Give them a gift card to Middle Ground Books and say, we're going to go to the bookstore every Thursday and have coffee and sit and talk together.
If it's acts of service, buy, like, it depends a little bit on who, like 8 pounds of bacon. Especially if you're a woman, you buy like 8 pounds of bacon. Evidently, like baking is like an aphrodisiac for males, according to the internet.
Huh. No, according to my friend who literally studied perfumery in Paris,
that's right.
She learned that the smell that men find most arousing is bacon.
That's hilarious, but also makes a lot of sense. I mean, bacon does smell good, but I don't know if I would think it's arousing.
It gets men excited.
Well, and I think there are also women who are food motivated.
I love bacon.
So,
but I don't know if...
I mean, we're not just tossing the men under the bus
I don't know if a bacon perfume or cologne is going to be what
that is literally
excites me.
What she learned when she went to school to learn to make perfume.
That's so funny.
And for gifts, there's so many things you can do. Find out what their favorite author is. Get them a book. Or I think stuffies, like stuffed animals, you can usually not go wrong with that. Jewelry.
Yeah. We do have jewelry.
Things. I love sparkly things.
And what did I leave off?
I don't know. I think you've said a lot of good
acts
ideas.
Of service, physical affection. You're just on your own on that one.
Yeah, we can't buy you physical affection.
Yeah.
You could get a lotion or give someone a back rub. I don't know. That could be a physical touch.
Yeah. So.
Sorry. Debbie and I have the giggles and we can't stop. Sorry.
All right.
I'm happy. It's happy. happy Valentine's Day.
So
Love
keep an
is
eye.
in the air.
What are our socials again?
At Middle Ground Books.
We've got Facebook. We've got Instagram. We've got YouTube. And now we have
TikTok.
We have
TikTok.
podcast.
We have the podcast. And now we have MySpace.
Woot, woot.
So ridiculous.
Woot, woot.
It's 2026.
Woot,
Why do we have
woot.
a MySpace? If it was 2006, this would make sense. If it was,
Because we're retro and throwback.
And yeah, sign up for our snail mail that we write by hand and Xerox and mail to you.
I remember helping with Xerox back in the day, and that little machine that you turn the crank, and it was like cha-chonk, cha-chonk.
Oh no, that's not Xerox, mimeograph. Like that's the real deal.
I remember helping with mimeographs and the blue ink. Wow.
All right.
sorry. We need to wrap this up. We're done.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna press the magic button.
We'll meet you in the middle.
Hey, I'm Lance from Middle Ground Books. You've been listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours with Deborah, Megan, and me. Frankly, you might deserve a medal for that action. Come see us at the store at 606 Commercial Street in Emporia. The store is a little like an introvert's fever dream. You're always welcome, and we'll always be glad to see you. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making a sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. Many thanks for hanging out with us this time, and until next time, we'll meet you in the middle. All right. Depending on how much of this actually
What other old
makes
technology can we talk about today?
Rotary dial phones. We haven't talked about telegraphs.
Back in my day,
We used to send telegraph. ... Dash.
All right.
Dot.
That was fun, though.